So there's another trick that you can use to determine a bowing wall. This is a beautiful wall to test because it is an exposed concrete wall. It's just painted. Versus, would you come over here? The camera? Versus a paneling like this, which can deceive you about whether that's a bowing wall or not. And so when you can see a exposed concrete wall like this, it shows you everything, even if it's painted. So, look at this. You see this patch? I don't know if you can see it. Sometimes putting the light at a different angle shows it. Don't get so close because you can't really, you have to see it from far away.
Okay. Oh, there we go. That right there.
Back up.
No, it's perfect now.
So you can see the wall's broken here. So this needs to be ground down and epoxy injected. But what this tells us is that this full wall, this is a 40-foot long wall, is under a lot of pressure by water sitting in the soil outside. And if you look up at the top here, you can see that there's a separation too, where the concrete is actually in closer than the wall. Okay, so that's a start. Now, there are a couple of old school tests for this. I just basically made a plumb bob line here. I put a pen at the bottom of a chalk line, and I'm going to take this chalk line and I'm going to place it flush. You don't want to be outside any cables or anything like that. You want to be actually flush to the foundation wall. So to be flush to the foundation wall, you go all the way to the top. Put your finger up here to hold the string in place, and then you just let it fall. And you want to measure it. If you're going to do a measurement, I don't usually do a measurement because I can tell. You let this stop. You don't want it swinging. And you can see where the tip of that pen is. I'm flush here at the top. You can see where the tip of that pen is. That we're in about what? Maybe an inch.
Inch and a half.
Inch and a half. Now, if you take this measurement on the other side of the crack, where we showed you this crack before, it's not quite as bad. So what that means is that this section of the wall is moving in, the other section isn't. Now, in the last video, we were on a different wall. And on that last video over here, on this wall, I was showing you that those studs are not flush. That stud is flush here at the top. I don't know if you get a shot of that.
Oh.
It's flush at the top, but down at the bottom, look at how much space there is between the concrete wall.
It's quite a bit.
Let's see.
There you go. Yeah.
So we're going to do the same test that we did on that green wall. We're going to do the same test right here. Okay, so I have to turn the light off for a minute.
It's actually better without the light.
Okay. Flush at the top.
You gotta lift it just a hair. There you flush at the top. Oh, slow it down there.
And you can see that it's about the same, but it's actually a little worse.
less. Oh, I thought it was
I think
less.
it's a little worse on this wall. The point of it is, regardless of what that is, that will tell you whether you have a leaning wall or not. If it were straight up and down and it was running just flush to the wall, the string all the way down, you would see that the wall was straight up and down.
Does this crack mean that that's where it relieved what was going on?
That is a stress crack, yes,
Okay.
for the bowing wall, which I showed in a previous video. There's one other trick that you can use, and this isn't going to be perfect because this wall is very long and there's a lot of things in the way. But you can take a string just like this. And you can tie it to something. Ideally, you want a nail or something like that sticking out. But since you don't have that, this is not a perfect way of doing it, but I want to show you kind of how it works. And you lay that to the inside, and then you run this line the full length of the wall and behind any connections. And see what I mean by it can't be perfect because I can't get inside of this one. But if you look at it, oops, I missed one. Go back here again. This will tell you if the wall is bending in the middle vertically. It's a different test. This wall is leaning. It's not bowing. It's leaning. And so now you pull it tight. Oops.
Hold on, it's stuck. Just a second. Oh, no, it's definitely stuck. Bummer.
It's supposed to be inside of it. What's it on?
Now, hold on. Just a second. It's probably a nail or
Just
something.
turn it back.
There we go. Okay, sorry. You can let me turn back off and on.